FreshForex turns 15. A birthday is a good reason for gifts. FreshForex will give presents to all clients of the company. We will give away $15,000 among our new clients. And 15 ounces of gold will be raffled off among our active clients. Take part in the celebratory raffle and get your prizes. FreshForex turns 15. A birthday is a good reason for gifts. FreshForex will give presents to all clients of the company. We will give away $15,000 among our new clients. And 15 ounces of gold will be raffled off among our active clients. Take part in the celebratory raffle and get your prizes. FreshForex turns 15. A birthday is a good reason for gifts. FreshForex will give presents to all clients of the company. We will give away $15,000 among our new clients. And 15 ounces of gold.
Hello, good morning everybody. So today we have started a bit early. We are like 3 minutes before time. So that's okay. 3 minutes is a good time. So we'll start off with our main chart, GBP USD. GBP USD should be here. Then we'll move straight to another time frame. We will start off from daily, then we move to 4 hours, then we move to 1 hour. And if time allows us, we'll move even to 1 hour, even lesser time frame. So as it is now from the 4 hours, yesterday if you can remember, we actually expected a sell on this one. We had this indicator here, the one on my screen. It was showing us a sell. That was while price was below the indicator itself, somewhere around this point. We were looking for a sell. Then somehow earlier today, the price went up. This was yesterday, sorry. The price went up, traced down, and then we are still above the same indicator where we wanted to sell below. So this should mean that we are possibly heading to the upper side. As it is now, we actually expect price to proceed upwards, and it should go up to this level here, this resistance 1.2984, somewhere around this point here. So if you are looking for a trade on this chart, you're looking for a trade on GBP USD, you should be looking for a buy and expect that buy to take price up to this resistance at around 1.2984. So the idea is not to buy now, but wait for retracement maybe, then you should be able to pick a buy. Expect that buy to take us up to the resistance which we've mentioned. On the daily 4 hours, 1 hour, on the 1 hour, I'm actually seeing this. There's some trend line, not a very good one. If you draw it like this, it looks much better. So we have this here, a resistance, it continued down, 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 and then we had the first attempt to break above. It came back and then broke again above. So this could mean we are heading to the upper side. If you are looking at this chart now, you should be looking for buy orders, because the price has basically gone above a very significant trend line. So as long as the price remains above this trend line here, expect it to go up to the top 1.2984. So as long as we have price being held above this trend line, expect it to continue upwards. Expect it to proceed to the upper side up to this level here. So this is what you should expect, a retracement, then you pick a buy up to the top. So we'll move forward, move to Euro USD. This is how Euro USD looks. Sorry. So based on the indicator moving on my screen, the first one, the one at the bottom, we are in an uptrend. Just look at this. This is a very good uptrend signal. The green line is above the red line, but then the line which is supposed to show us that there's an active trend is actually below 25, which means we are moving to the upper side, but still there is no clear trend. There is no strength to that direction. So we are seeing a buy, yes, it's a move to the upper side, but that move has no strength to it, which means if we have to buy it, we have to wait for this main line to cross above 25. That's simple. If you have to pick a buy on this one, you should be waiting for the main line, which is this one here, the blue one, this one. I want to give it a different appearance, the appearance which it's easier. Let me make it just a second, royal blue. Still almost the same. So this is a different appearance. So if this line can move above 25, then that will confirm that we are continuing to the upper side. So you better be waiting for a buy on this one. So if I'm looking for the indicator, we are actually seeing a buy. But then if I delete this indicator, then I delete the line at the top, then I work purely based on price action. We actually are waiting for a sell. We have this here, then we have this. So if you are looking at this from a price action point of view, we are actually waiting for a sell. So where the price is now, you can see we had this support, continued up, it came back a support, it broke below, it came back as a resistance, it continued down, it came back, somehow we are still around the same place. So this should give us the correct place to actually sell from. This is the correct place to sell from. So if you are trading purely based on price action, that's whatever the chart is doing, you should be expecting a sell here, and that sell should push us up to the first take profit is here. So although the indicators which you had were actually showing us a buy, based on price action, we're actually seeing a sell. So it's better to remain with the price action because it gives you exactly whatever you're looking for. If you are like, I'm not saying the indicators are bad, but then if price action is showing you something which you've already practiced for sometimes, it's better to hold on to that one. So from what we've seen earlier this week, we actually saw that on the monthly chart we were looking for a sell, on the weekly chart there was some retracement, and then on the daily is what we were looking for yesterday. Couldn't find anything. So on the 4 hours right now we're actually seeing a sell. That sell we are seeing on the 4 hours actually coincides with the sell we expect on the monthly. So it's better to pick that sell, hold on to that sell, expect that sell to push price up to where I've mentioned, this one. So this is a very good level. Don't overlook this. Support, we had a big break, the first retracement, continued down, the second one, the first one failed to continue above, this was a failed, it failed to close above, and then we expect the next one also to fail so that we can sell this position good. So we'll move forward, to the next time frame. This is 1 hour. 1 hour, we still have the same place. This is still a good sell place. So I'm not going to change this just because the 1 hour is not as clear as the 4 hour. So this is still a very, very good sell. Hold on to a sell up to the line which I've mentioned at the bottom. So we are going to move forward. We're going to move forward to our next chart, USDJPY. Here we start off with 4 hours. So USDJPY, basically we expected a sell some few days ago because there was a shape. We had this one. First of all, we had a line which ran all the way up to this point here, and then we also had this here. Then we mentioned that as long as the price was being held in between this range here, we actually expected a sell. So before the close of last week, the price actually broke above and even closed higher. So this is a very good sign that we're continuing to the upper side. And the best way to buy it is not where the price is now. But look at this zone. You should buy it in between this zone here. So as long as the price is in between that range, you should be able to pick a buy. You expect that buy to push price even higher. So we are waiting for a buy. This should be a very good place to buy from. Expect a buy anytime. You can basically buy it now. You can buy this. Have your stop loss below the candle which broke above the zone, which is here. And then your take profit, you want to push it up to this level here. This is the first take profit here. Or if price successfully close above that level, then we will take it up to this point. This is the correct next best place. So first of all, the price must break above this level to confirm that you're continuing. 500 SP500 continued upwards, but then currently it's pulling back to the lower side. So there's a very good trend line at the top. This one, this is a resistance, and this is a resistance. Then we have this as a resistance, and then we are also waiting for this as a resistance. So if price can come back up to this level, the line which we just mentioned, we should be looking for a very good place to sell from. So basically you should be waiting for a sell. Expect a move perfectly up to that point, then pick a sell in case the price does not break above that trend line. Expect that sell to take price up to this level here, the trend line at the bottom. So if you are looking at SP500, you should be waiting for a sell, but only if price gets to that trend line. On the daily, we actually have a break above a good level, this one. We also have this, yeah, which means the price basically gapped and closed above a very significant resistance. So this is a very good sign that we expect more move to the upper side. If you are looking at this chart now, this is a resistance here. Then we also have this, a resistance. Also have this as a resistance. Then we have this as a resistance, and then there is this big break. This is a gap to the upper side. So basically we want price to retrace back up to the same zone, then we will pick a buy from that point. We expect that buy to take us even higher. So if you are looking at this chart, expect more momentum to the upper side, wait for that retracement I mentioned, then you pick a buy, which means the sell which you're waiting for the weekly may not mature up. So the sell, the one which you are referring to as a sell on the weekly chart, it actually may not mature up. The buy which it's now currently on the daily looks much better than the sell on the weekly. So expect a break above the place you expect to sell from on the weekly. This one, the same place you are waiting to sell from on the weekly, expect price to actually break above it instead of bouncing off of it. So we move forward, we move to our next symbol, Brent oil. So Brent oil retraced perfectly. If you can see this, the price actually came back up to the same place I expected it to retrace back up to 60.29. It retraced back, so this should give us the correct place to buy it from up to the trend line at the top, this one here. So if you are looking for this chart now, expect a momentum up to this upper trend line. So you pick a buy. If you bought it already, that's well and good. Hold on to that position, expect it to push price towards this trend line here. And even better, if price breaks above, we wait for retracement, then we pick a buy. If it bounces off, we'll pick a sell to expect to capture this move here, this one, up to the very bottom. So we'll move forward. We'll move to our next symbol, which is gold. Gold moved downwards. So if I remember yesterday, I actually changed this chart slightly. I had my line there. I did mention that we expected continued to the lower side. So this is actually the correct place. These are very good support. So following this false break here, we are holding on to a sell, and we expect that sell to take price up to this support, which is the lower trend line, this one. So if you are looking at gold, you should be expecting a sell. On the daily, we have this, like this. And then I want to draw this on the bodies. So if you are looking at the daily chart, following this pin bar, you actually are supposed to be holding on to a sell and expect that sell to take us up to this level here. So we have a support here where price must first of all break below before it continues downwards. This is a very good support, 1479.72. Expect a break, a retracement, then you pick a sell up to the support, this one here. So that should bring us to the end of today's market overview. If you have any questions, kindly feel free to post them under the chat option. Under the chat page. There's a on the right hand side of your screen, you should be seeing something like top chat. If you have any questions, any comments, just anything about this webinar, kindly feel free to post there. You can ask me about any chart other than the ones that I've mentioned, or if you have an indicator which you want me to talk about, then you can also post it here, write it under the chat option so that I'm able to respond to it. So thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
Out in the celebratory raffle and get your prizes. FreshForex turns 15. A birthday is a good reason for gifts. FreshForex will give presents to all clients of the company. We will give away $15,000 among our new clients. And 15 ounces of gold will be raffled off among our active clients. Take part in the celebratory raffle and get your prizes. FreshForex turns 15. A birthday is a good reason for gifts. FreshForex will give presents to all clients of the company. We will give away $15,000 among our new clients. And 15 ounces of gold will be raffled off among our active clients. Take part in the celebratory raffle and get your prizes. FreshForex turns 15. A birthday is a good reason for gifts. FreshForex will give presents to all clients of the company. We will give away $15,000 among our new clients. And 15 ounces of gold will be raffled off among our active clients. Take part in the celebratory raffle and get your prizes. FreshForex